Hello there, you loose units, and welcome back to another episode of Spicy Boy Reviews. I'm, of course, your host, Andrew Iles. Hope you've been looking after yourselves, looking after each other, pulling your heads in, and all that jazz. Another week, another review, and here we are to review the Apple TV original, Finch. Tom Hanks is cast away in a post-apocalyptic global warming nightmare, but at least he's not alone. He builds a BFF droid to accompany him cross-country in a road movie, where Forrest Gump and Short Circuit create an everlasting bond, learning what true friendship really is in Finch. That's right, Finch is an Apple TV original directed by Miguel Sapochnik, I believe it's pronounced, who has directed a bunch of TV shows, but most notably a lot of Game of Thrones episodes. I could only find that he directed one other feature film. It's called Repo Men. I saw it many, many years ago. It's kind of like a sci-fi body horror about the have and have-nots. Starring Tom Hanks, this movie, doing his best I Am Legend, scavenging a global warming wasteland here. It's kind of like a Mad Max scorched earth without the cool cars. He seems to be some sort of mechanical engineer who lives in an underground turbine power plant with his dog named Goodyear and an android dog named Dewey. He then builds a humanoid droid here that is named Jeff, help him to scavenge for supplies on the scorched earth, as well as giving him the prime directive to look after his dog. We find out that this post-apocalyptic world is in the shitter because we practically have no ozone layer left and the weather is severely fatal. Oh, sorry guys, I just got hit over the head with a pesky metaphor. Global warming! To get the plot moving, Tom Hanks discovers that there's an incoming Mad Max lightning sandstorm that will surely kill our ragtag team if they stay behind, so they must all go into an RV and head out to find a new life for themselves. And this is where the film gets into full-blown road movie territory. We get life lessons, learning, bonding, growing, and monologues galore. The biggest threat on the road, however, is running into other humans, as they are the real enemy here in this post-apocalyptic world, because survivors are living in this hell are now to be feared and very, very dangerous. We get a horrific monologue from Tom Hanks' character here, explaining how quickly people can turn on each other in a crisis. Now, you would have thought if this film was made a few years back that would come across as very black pill or cynical. But considering what's happened recently in the world, it's not too far from the truth. After seeing people act like absolute fucking idiots when we were put into lockdown, you know, panic buying, literally fist fighting in shopping aisles for fucking toilet paper, this all rings a little bit too true. So in this movie, we've got the planet that is absolutely fucked due to global warming, people killing each other for a can of baked beans, overpopulation destroying the planet. It's almost like big tech companies, I don't know, a la Apple, are telling us that we are the problem with the world, humans. So to keep us pacified, what we're going to do is don't leave your house. Here's a new app that you can film yourself dancing or whatnot, or here's a virtual distraction dystopian place that you could just escape away from your problems. Don't actually own property. Don't own a car. Don't leave your house and fuck up the planet. Just stay inside and use our products, you piece of garbage. Oh, Apple, as subtle as a sledgehammer. The robot effects in this movie are pretty good. They feel a bit Blomkamp at times, almost like Apple saw the movie Chappie and said, yeah, we'll have a bit of that. There's also personality with the robot as well, acting very childlike. The majority of the film is teaching him things. And Jeff, the name of the robot, playing opposite Tom, actually has some chemistry. I mean, of course it does. Tom Hanks could have chemistry with anyone. I mean, he made a believable co-star out of a fucking beach ball. There is the obligatory humour inserted in to levitate some of the scenes, have a bit of a release. It fell flat a lot of the times, honestly. It wasn't that funny. It was a little bit of chuckles here and there. I mean, it's okay. It's not too bad or anything, but it won't have you rolling on the floor laughing. The pace was good. I have to say, in the film, it was pretty good going from one thing to another, but it was very long, the film. It felt a bit long in the tooth for me. I mean, it was only a 2-hour movie, but it felt longer than that. Probably because the film was a little bit predictable and you can kind of tell where it was going. Because in saying that, it's all stuff that you've seen before, like an algorithm of other ideas and themes and story plots and all that sort of stuff coming together, a mishmash of stuff that you've seen before. I could see Chappie in it, Wall-E, even The Walking Dead at times. Almost like this film was made by a committee, like a boardroom of tech people just got a bunch of other ideas and films, mashed them together and go, there's our movie. Welcome to modern movie making, kids. Yeah, it's okay. It's not great. I mean, Tom Hanks' chemistry is off the charts. always, of course. But yeah, it's okay to pass the time, but yeah, it's not going to blow your mind. Guys, write down below what is your favourite robot or android sci-fi movie. I would love to hear it. If I haven't seen it, of course, I will watch it. And of course, if you make it this far into the episode, please give us a thumbs up and a like, because your love and support keeps us going, because we just love movies, and I assume so do you as well. And of course, don't forget to hit subscribe, because we give out episodes weekly, and we'll see you next week for the next episode. And until then, stay spooky, kids.